Hello crafters and welcome to Plan C, conversations about craft, creativity and connection, and we are so excited to be here with you today. Now we've got a very special guest, but before we bring them on, we just want to remind you that while we're here live or whether you're watching a replay in Facebook or YouTube, we would love to hear from you. So make sure you leave a comment. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm Michelle Brown. I'm Creative Director from Picture to Page Beyond Papercraft shows, and I am here today to host Plan C as we learn about a little bit more about Craftzone and about their business and for them to show us some fantastic products as well. So always, all the details, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au and scroll down and click on Plan C, and that'll let you know who we've got coming up, give you a chance to watch all the replays, and of course, like we said, join in the conversation as well. So today we're very excited to have Mary and Cheryl from Craftzone. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello, Michelle.
It's great having you both here. Now, Mary, how are you going? Because you were a bit unwell last week.
Yes, I was. I don't have COVID.
Oh, good.
Just to get that out there for the people that visit us at the stores. But it was, I was unwell anyway. But thank you for your good wishes. And today I've got Cheryl to help me because I'm still nasal and a bit of cough. So it will really help. Besides, she's the one that inspired me to use the Gilding Flakes today.
Excellent.
It's something that Cheryl was playing with many years ago. And I find it interesting in the craft as well. So today we're both going to show you that. But
excellent.
I'll let Cheryl start first.
Yeah, okay? Excellent. So first we'd love to learn a little bit more about Craftzone. And Cheryl, how did you get to be involved? What did you do to have to be dragged along to all the events?
Well, Mary was my supplier originally, and we had a mutual liking, I guess, and inquiring minds. So we started off with products Mary had, and goodness, went from there. Yep. And as you know, it's never ending.
It is. So when did you start working with Craftzone?
Well, I started with Craftzone, goodness,
10 years, close to 10
years. 10 years ago.
And we've done a few overseas trade fairs together.
Yep.
And yeah, like I said, come on, Cheryl, because she used to explain things that were above my head. You don't need much. I only understood paper, remember? So when it comes to dyes and colors and paints and techniques, I didn't know much. So Cheryl will come along with me to Frankfurt or CHA in the States. So she goes, this is what you do. And I thought, okay, well, I don't need to know then since you're here, you do. So, yeah, and then it grew up from there. And we've got, two other ladies that help that are very familiar with the range and the techniques. So, yeah, Jeanette, so it helps.
Yeah,
but Cheryl
it certainly does. It needs to be a team event, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. But Cheryl plays a lot of other techniques. So, yeah, it helps.
Yeah, and Cheryl, you were saying you've got quite a detailed craft background. Tell us more about that.
I started many years ago teaching macrame, of all things.
Oh, okay.
35 years ago, and 28 years ago I did Fabergé eggs.
Sorry.
So eggs is like using real eggs and using a lot of the gilding flakes and techniques and paints that you use on eggs.
Oh, okay.
So then I got really bad arthritis in my hands and I took up paper craft. So I've only been dealing with paper probably 20 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I used lots of other mediums.
Yeah. So do you find that a lot of those skills were really transferable into paper crafts?
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. The only difference, as you'll remember, when I started, you couldn't buy rubber stamps unless they were on wood. So the old razor blade, take them off and put them onto a round surface, which is an egg. So I go way back. Nowadays, the clear stamps make it a lot easier, obviously, to use.
Yeah.
So exactly the same, just different applications.
Excellent.
So Mary, Craftzone have just about all the products you use. Just everyone, although there's 3 teachers at Craftzone, we're all totally different. We all have different ways, like yourself, I guess, of using things, and we all take the little bit we like and apply it to something. So Craftzone supplies all of that, and keeps us very busy.
It does. And so what's been your favourite thing to do over the last 12 months?
Oh, goodness, over the COVID? Well, I'm lucky because I have a whole shop at my disposal. So, look, the new dyes, when you get a dye, you do the obvious, but it's taking it to the next level. So I get one dye, and everyone that knows me will know I use it at least 2 ways, and hopefully they come up with a third way.
Oh.
So that's my inspiration at the moment, is the range of dyes out there. Just never ends, never ends.
And so what's sort of the process you go through to take it from what's obvious to do with it to that second way? Then how do you find that third application?
Well, you cut the dye out and just keep laying it on your table. Just laying it with what you've already got on the table. So it could be a pre-existing card that you've already made and you add to it, or take some away. Today I'm using one I'm actually cutting up instead of leaving it as it is.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just playing really and see what works. Sometimes there's a lot of misses. Sometimes there's a couple of hits.
Yeah. And look, and that's a really good point, isn't it? There's no point kind of just looking at the dye and trying to think of ways. You actually need to cut it out. You need to be folding it and playing it and creating prototypes so you get a sense of what you can do with it.
Yep. And all the girls that I deal with have another way of using it. So all my students, they inspire me, because they'll come up with a different way again, and I'll think, oh, didn't think of it.
Yeah.
So it's good. We bounce off each other.
Yeah, and that's what's great about the crafting community. Like I said, we're all there to learn off each other and to really have fun with it.
Never stop learning.
Excellent. So Cheryl, what have you got to show us today?
Okay, so I'm going to actually do 2 cards using the same die. So this is Mary has a product called metallic Gilding Flakes. Now, this here is using the Gilding Flakes. It probably looks like foil to you, but it's actually Gilding Flakes.
Okay.
So the die I'm using today is this.
Oh, wow. It's so detailed.
And that's what I've come up with that. And also the same die is this little card.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give you 2 ways, and hopefully you'll come up with a third.
Excellent. Well, we'll give you a minute to get your camera ready and then we'll jump in.
All right, thank you.
Excellent. So while we let Cheryl and Mary get themselves ready, we will just say hello. We've got Wendy there. Hi, Wendy. Wendy's there monitoring the comments and keeping an eye on us today, and she'll be back next week with our guest. And we've got Helen as well. It's lovely to see you there, Helen. And I know we've got lots of other people too, so pop into the comments. Let us know if you've got any questions, and we'll certainly convey those to Mary and Cheryl. And then, of course, at the end of the session, they can go back and answer any questions as well. So they look like they're ready. So I will hand back to Cheryl. So take it away.
Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to spend a little time explaining these Gilding Flakes to you. They're metallic. They're a new product to Mary in Craftzone. And once you use them, you'll just be addicted. They're fabulous. They come in 3 colours. Mary will use different colour to me. I'm actually going to use the silver for my first card. And it's something that anyone can do. It's really easy. As you can see, they're quite chunky, big. It looks like metal confetti. So for the first little demonstration, I've got some double-sided tacky here. Just going to remove that. Just with my fingers, I'm going to pop the metallic flakes all over. Now, these flakes are available online. Mary will go into detail with you on availability and colours and pricing. I love using them. 1 jar will last you so long. So once you've got a generous amount, and don't sneeze or while you're doing it because they will go everywhere.
That's a very good tip.
No blowing, Michelle. So Craftzone have these fabulous blending brushes. I'm going to use the giant one, and we're just going to get rid of the excess Gilding Flakes. Now, as you can see, once you get rid of it, you don't use very much at all. All the rest are going straight back into the jar. And it gives you this fabulous metallic look. And as I say, they come in different colours. Mary will be using those later on. So that's our little background. And I'm just going to get rid of these flakes now, pack them up, and I'll put them back in the jar when Mary's not looking. Because they do last a long time. I have had the same jar for over 12 years, and I use them all the time.
I'll tidy up, sure.
So I'm just going to get the edges done. And there's my gilding. So as you can see, it's just very decorative, and it gives you a little bit of depth to your card. So I'm just going, can you see now how beautiful that is?
Yes, it's stunning.
Once I put the black on, it's just beautiful. So just double-sided tape on that. And this is the die, obviously, that I showed you. So this is the die as it's supposed to be. When you first get the die, you can cut it straight, like that. I've chose to cut it. You see that? So I'm just using a half the die on this card. So there's the card as it's supposed to be. So we're just going to have to play around with it to make our card. This is a little card that Craftzone sell, and they're pre-cut, but they're in a great little shape. There they are there. Pack of 25, 125 mil by 125 mil. So they come with envelopes, cream, white, and black. So today I'm using this little black one. That's my base to make my card. And it really is a case of cutting the die in half. Remember we started off with it like this. I'm going to cut it down the middle and just construct the card. So we're just going to put everything on. It fits exactly on this card. So Mary's pre-taped this for me. She's wonderful.
Sorry, Cheryl,
she's a good apprentice.
I was coughing. I wanted to isolate. So
she's a good apprentice. So I'm just laying the card together. I use my nails, but you can use a prick, obviously, to get the tape. So I'm just really putting the die that we've cut in half onto my card. Now I'm adding our gilded panel to the top. Just going an extra step, so to speak. So there's our card. Now we just need to neaten it up. So we're adding just a panel to even it up. Now, as I say to my girls, if you need to use scissors, you can. I'm one of these people that am used to breaking up tape. Do you use scissors, Michelle?
No, I tend to tear as well. Being a mixed media artist, I tend to do things the quickest way possible.
I am a tearer. So we're going to just, that's our front. We just need to neaten it up. Now, the other thing I'd like, while I've got the gilding flakes, just to show you how easy it is, I'm going to lay a piece of double-sided tape across the front. Now, I didn't wear my glasses today, so if it's crooked, please excuse me. I'm just going to take that off, and I'm going to pop some flakes on top of the double-sided tape. Now, this is just a very quick way of adding a stripe to your card. I've used one of the smaller blending brushes just to fix it on.
And so, Cheryl, why would you use the blending brush rather than just your fingers?
You can use your fingers, but remember, the amount of oil in your fingers is going to contaminate your flakes if you use too much.
Oh, okay.
And they don't have an even top like a brush does.
Right.
So, yes, you can use your fingers, but I don't like excessive use of fingers when it comes to gilding flakes because of the oil in your fingers.
Right.
That's the main reason. So there you can see just a little very quick stripe on your card. So for today's exercise, we're just going to finish the card off. I'm not sure how people go with their glues, but if you're anything like me, you struggle because I have really bad hands. So Mary has this fabulous little glue bottle. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's a very fine.
Yes, it's very fine.
Yes, and it's fantastic for people like me that have bad fingers.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to apply.
It's a non-clog. So I'm just going to I'll turn the card back around towards me so I don't have the leaves upside down. So we're just going to put a little bit of decoration on. This is just a little butterfly and leaf die set. And you can see how quickly I can glue with no mess. Because you don't need a lot of glue, but you do need some. So Mary's just prepared. I'm just going to put some glue on the middle of this butterfly. I don't think you need to put any more. So it's really just decoration now because the actual card shape is finished. I don't know, we'll pop him over here to match the other one. So there's your card. Okay,
oh,
so that's
lovely.
finished. So you can see this little line here. It just gives a little bit extra texture because it's just the flakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's just using the same die a different way. That's a really over-the-top way of using it because I've cut two instead of just one. But by adding this it's a very fussy cut. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about having the die. You can cut as many as you need to.
You can. So while we're on that die, I'm going to make this little one. So it's the same die. I'll just lay it out for you. So here's your die in here. We're going to just make it into a little easel card. Okay? Mary's cut all my bits.
Yeah, I'm practicing to become a teacher.
She's fantastic. Fantastic. So this is the die. I'll just put it down here on the paper. So you can see we've cut one, but we've also cut one in silver and cut the end off it. And then we've cut the black one to go over. So everything is in the one pack. You don't need two different, but it looks a totally different card. These little, this paper is quite a new thing. Mary now sells them in A4 at Paperzone, and this is the sheet.
Oh, how
so
interesting.
They are fantastic. And the back is just a corresponding colour. But I've had so much fun with these. And they come in all colours. Any colour you can think of, we have.
Oh, excellent.
I think this is the pink one that I showed you a moment ago.
Oh, wow.
With this card. So again, this is the same die I'm using, but I've had to play with it. So I've started cutting it up and we'll go on with that. So we're just going to put this card together. This is a nice little easel, this one. It's a very easy card to do, but it's quite a nice impact. So it's not a lot of work because the dies has done all the work for you, as I tell my girls. So again, we're just going to make, I have to work out which way it's going. This way.
Yeah.
And we're just going to line the paper. So the die, you just cut the die in any colour you want and start putting it together, basically. So pretty easy. Mary makes things pretty easy.
No.
Because she has all the dies. This goes with,
for 3 teachers.
This goes with this. Now, if Mary gives this die to me, she'll also give it to the other 2, and we all come up with different ideas. So much fun. Jen and Robin come up with their own ideas, and then Mary comes up with her little bit.
And that's the best thing about craft. Everyone can come up with their own ideas and then learn from each other.
Mary adds the bling.
I like the bling.
Okay, so I've just completed that, and then I'm just going to attach that to the top to make our little easel.
So you might just have to explain, Cheryl, how you've folded it. It's a little bit hard to see on the black.
Okay, so
just in half.
Okay, so I folded it in half.
Yep.
So that's the die, like that. And I've folded it in half, and then in half towards the centre again.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's going to hold our front piece. Yeah? Make sense?
Yep.
It all makes sense in the wash, doesn't it?
And that's the challenge. When you see it all together, it's a little bit hard to understand the steps. That's why it's great to see each of the steps.
Yeah, so it's literally just this die folded in half
and then back in half.
And then back in half.
Yep.
So it gives you the creases, doesn't it?
So when the actual die, when you buy the die, it actually scores where you need to fold.
Right. Oh, excellent.
This is a cutting edge, and this is a scoring edge.
Right.
So that's not going to cut your die, it's going to score it. It's not as deep as the cutting edge. If that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
All right. Now we're just going to put a little decoration on this one. Just Mary has has many beautiful dies to choose from. This is a particularly nice set because you have 2 sizes of the swan. You have the bulrush or whatever, and you have this gorgeous little dragonfly and butterfly.
Oh, what a lovely touch.
It is beautiful, and they're in the same proportion. Quite often, if you add a butterfly, it'll be too big for your image. And this is rather a lovely set. These are on the website. I don't know what they're called. Pretty flowers, aren't they?
Yeah, but the item number is behind.
Yeah, pretty swans. But it is a lovely little set because you actually get everything in there. You know, where the little dragonfly is. All right. Now, this is the piece that stops the card from falling down. So this little oval here is what we tuck the card into. So it can go flat for postage, but we're going to tuck it in to there. So it's just a little bit of foam tape, pop dots, lots of different names for this product. I guess foam tape, pop dots. And we're just going to pop it there so we've got somewhere for the card to stop. Okay? Now we're just going to add, have we got a little dragonfly there?
Maybe. Got to find it.
No.
Maybe it flew away.
Now we've lost our little dragonfly.
Oh, no.
Flew away.
And he's the most important part, but we do have one, I'm sure, somewhere. But that's your second easel card. So from the same die, we've made 2 cards and your basic. So this is all the same die. Oh, here he is. Very important we add this little dragonfly.
You want the butterfly? I had it.
Oh, well, we can deal without the butterfly, which is,
No, I found
as
it.
long as we can do a dragonfly, I'm happy. There you go. Happy now. So the same die does all of these plus your own ideas. I'm sure other people sitting there will be saying, oh, I think I'll do this, or I think I'll do that. I'm sure you have your own ways of doing things. And, of course, the colour makes a huge difference. We've chosen the black and white today because we've got the silver gilding flakes. So, again, same. This is just the same card. They're all the same die. Okay?
That's lovely, Cheryl.
Well, I do like the black and white, I must admit. I'm a bit of a black and white girl.
Hollywood?
No, not Collingwood, but black and white.
Beautiful.
All right.
Excellent. Okay, what are you going to show us next, ladies?
Well, Mary has one to show you.
Yeah.
Now, Mary's going to do the gilding flakes, but different to me. So I'm going to let her sit here and show you the gilding flakes because you will love them. Once you see them, you'll love them. So Mary's going to sit down.
Or I'll bring my mess.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will make. Okay. That's I'll leave that there. Okay. Thank you. I'll just clean this.
I'll clean it up.
And while you're doing that, we'll say hi to Pauline and Faye and Judy. They've all joined us as well today.
All right. This is.
That's fantastic. I love those circles.
All right. Our gilding flakes come in purple bronze, gold. Can you see them? I'll show you in the back.
Yep.
Right. The silver that Cheryl just played with. And I use the mixed,
right,
which is got copper, gold, green. It's called the mixed thing. It is on the website. So that's what I use. We now have Slimline Cards.
Oh, fantastic. So tell us about the Slimline Cards.
Billy's been busy die cutting. We've got them in cream, white and black on the website in packets of 5s. And if you come to the market stalls, we also got them in metallic.
Oh, fantastic.
All gold or copper gold. And then we've got them in black, white and cream as well. Right? We also have Slimline Dyes. These ones here, finally. And the girls have used Jeanette and Robin and Cheryl. They've all already done some dyes, some cards with the Slimlines. I don't know if you can see them. They're behind me.
No, we can only see your mat at the moment, Mary.
I'll bring that thing when I finish.
Okay.
But I've used this one, all right? And also slightly different dye by Essentials, again, this one.
Oh, okay.
That's not so detailed. This dye, I've used it to make this, right? Which I've cut again this ones like Cheryl did. Put them down with the I just die cut them in the double-sided tape. I've got to find it. I will only do one very quick one. Yes, I'll do the circles, but see, you die cut the on double-sided.
If you just hold that down a little bit, there we go. Now we can see.
Okay, I'll just do just one. Okay, on this cream. Got to find the print. Okay, so the double-sided sticky, all you do is got to get it out. All right, let's say I'm going to stick down. And then you lift. And you gild it.
These are mixed ones.
Yeah, these are our mixed ones. That's a bit much there. I also like to use my fingers to burnish this. A bit more. Use a brush too. You would only stick where, and you move it so it can stick everywhere. Right, back to the.
And it's amazing to think with your dyes and double-sided adhesive, you can turn them into so many things.
And I love this brush. I was going to use it for makeup, but then I changed my mind. It's so dense. It's really lovely, and it's dry. So look.
Okay, now do this.
That's my quick, So it will stick double-sided. So that's just using that twice, and you play. But when Cheryl visited this morning, I like this other dye that we've had for a while, and we've got it in 3 different shapes this way, which is the Joy, right? And I've cut it twice. It stays on your paper.
Yep.
Okay. And then it also comes, these shapes, if you like. That's also on our side as well.
Oh, I love that dye. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. Like, I don't know, it's circles or mosaic circles or bubbles, whatever you call it. Our Slimline card. I did this. I was trying to be quick.
You don't need to be quick.
Okay. Got to get this out. My nails. Okay. I use thick tape. We've got so much double-sided here, it's not funny. Okay.
So Mary, Wendy was just wondering if your large blending tool, have you got that in stock, and how much is it?
It's can't remember the price. It's at store only at the store, because I think it's about $15. It comes in a container.
Oh, okay.
In a thing.
Oh, a stand. Fantastic.
Yeah, it comes on its own stand. But because of postage, I will need probably $8 to post this out.
Yeah.
So please come to our store. We also have them. We have them on the website, the blending brushes. Yeah, they're $7 or $8 depending on the size. And we also have a stand. I've got that at the back that you can put them on. It's like a little carousel.
And you are, of course, heading back to the Bendigo from Picture to Page show, so we will see you there in a few weeks.
This, I couldn't really justify the $8 postage when it's costing you $15 to buy. But the blending brushes, they come on their stand if you like as well. So we all have, besides the double-sided sheets, A4 or A5, most of us will have a roll like this. We also sell the double-sided roll. It's 100 mil wide, and it's about 50 meters on the roll. for something, for the slim lines, I prefer to use this. And I use it on our silicone paper. I've got a packet, you know, we sell the packet of silicone paper somewhere. I've got it. Yeah, I had it. Anyway, there it is. We sell that. Okay. So it's at minimum 50 sheets in a packet. So pull out one and I put the tape on. Because this one, you can't just put it on. You need to make it double-sided. So using the silicone makes it double-sided. So now I peel. Okay. And then I have to stick it on the back of this. Let's hope I get it. Not enough. Sorry. I'll just have to stick something more. Where is the roll? Here. If anything else fails, you use your double-sided roll. Okay. Because I put it too far. Okay, that lifted up paper. I shouldn't have pressed it down too much. All right, so I'll put it there. And now I have to burnish this with my mixed flakes.
Oh, okay.
You love doing this,
I
don't you?
love it.
I think we've created a monster.
Yeah. Look, I've got so much in stock, it's not funny because I like it. So, oops, don't breathe, don't
add a lot
laugh.
of shine to your project.
Yes, it gives you a sparkle. Yeah, please don't laugh when you're doing this because you lose your flakes.
Oh dear.
Don't. But a little bit goes a long way.
The mixed ones are so nice compared to the plain colour for a different effect.
I had a brush here. See the mix. Or you can buy, you know, one of each and then mix it yourself, or the leftovers, put it in a jar.
Yep, good idea. It's fabulous.
It's not Fabergé, but anyway.
No.
It certainly gives it interesting because you're sitting there thinking, how do I match this?
Yeah.
Which is something I've been wanting
to
do. But it gives you a nice outline. You can do it, you know, on your borders that stay on.
I love doing the straight line because you can get the tape straight.
All right, this. See, that will just seal everything.
And it won't come off.
No, it doesn't come off.
No.
It's fun. No colors to mess. Because I can't color. So that's a good idea coming up with this. Okay. Oops. Made a mess. Okay. These can go in later. Leave it on that side. Okay, clean sheet. And I didn't have enough before, now I got too much. So I just got to cut this off. More sticky. Okay, and now that's sticky on the back, remember? I just lift the
taking off the silicone sheet.
Yes, you take it off.
No, Mary.
On there and back on. Okay, so I've got to seal it. Sorry.
No.
It was quick. The morning I wasn't thinking. Okay, so you seal it back there. And again, I have all the...
And you've picked a copper matting.
Yes, we've got this. This is like a texture copper.
Comes in
paper.
A4.
Yeah, we've got it in A4, and we've got this texture in about 10 different colours.
Yeah, we can see
red.
the lights picking up the texture.
Yes, I call it crushed silk. It's not on the website. I honestly don't have time to upload everything up, but come to the store or come to Bendigo show or Pakenham show.
And Mary, Judy was just wondering whether you'd be at Beckley Park tomorrow.
Yes, not tomorrow, Sunday.
Sunday.
Tomorrow is Saturday, isn't it?
You're at Geelong.
Oh, no, Beckley Park is closed for now.
Beckley Park's
because
closed.
they're upgrading the car park.
You'll be at Akuna Park on Sunday.
Akuna Park on Sunday. Beckley Park.
Yes.
Probably in a couple of weeks in Beckley Park because they're still upgrading their car park there. See?
That's beautiful.
That is lovely. That's a fantastic dye.
And I'll put it upside down. The other one, I've got it. See?
Yep.
Doesn't. No upside down.
Or you can do it this way then.
Yes, you could.
Anyway, but I could,
so that's the
I could have fun with that. I could just go
I think you already have.
Yeah. See, you can go around and around. But it's lovely. I like it, and I like the colours in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the swans with the bulrushes.
And the dragonfly.
Oh, yeah, there's a dragonfly too. But you can have fun, and, we use, we've got so many dyes, like thinking of you and Happy Mother's Day, Father's Day, or Mother's Day coming up, isn't it? Yeah. But these dyes are on the website. And we always put new things up in our Slimline Cards, which I'll pull off the wall. I'll bring you that and show you. Oh. Everything is on Velcro here. See? I'll move them. Can you see the...
Ah, yes, we can see those. Oh,
those?
Yep, you just need to move them down a little bit further.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Can you see those?
Yes, with the rabbits. Oh, they're very cute.
Yeah, that's the Slimline. There's another Slimline with our copper metallic and with our Slimline dyes. Where are we? It's done on that, and then we'll use a stamp by Nelly and the happy birthday. And I think Jeanette put the background troubles. She actually printed. Where is the picture? Yeah. See, that's a picture.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so that's been put in the background there, and that's a stamp. It's one stamp that both fishermen by Nelly. So that's what we did. But the dyes are easy. Once you have the dyes, and this is another way of doing what Cheryl did just before. Playing with that card. And this is different dyes, but yeah, we'll have so much. And but I was going to show something. I can't remember now. Oh, this card. This is another pretty one.
Oh, that's stunning.
That's another essentials dye. That's this dye. And it was cut on an easel, like double, like once you fold it, and then fold it back and put it up there. And then we used our 3Ds that we sell, this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3 girls up here. And because of the dye that's got different the layers that you use, the nesting. Imagine if we did that in Gilding.
And like you said, when you get the dyes that helps you layer it, it just makes it so simple to put the card together.
Yeah, it does. And, like Robin did that, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, but we didn't have the Gilding Flakes then. But can you imagine if I give her the Gilding Flakes on this? Mary's, because they're nice and easy to put
dangerous.
Yeah, I like it. then, you know, you're away from the pearls and the bling. And, you know, you have fun. And that just sits there and it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we have today.
Good.
But we're really excited about our Gilding Flakes.
Yeah. So just show us again what colours they're available in.
The Gilding Flakes are in 4. We have gold, rose gold or copper.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see them?
Yes, we can. Yep.
And the silver, of course, and the mix. It's all those 3 mixed.
Right. Yep. Lovely.
I lost the mix.
No.
But yeah, there's a list there.
More,
Yeah, I've got more to put in there. But yeah, the mix. It comes in 4 colors. But honestly, you can mix those 2 together. You get another color. It's up to you. But you got silver, gold, rose gold or copper, and a mix, which has got a bit of green as well.
Excellent. Well, we'll let you get your camera back up and we'll finish up.
All right. Thank you, Michelle.
Excellent. So I hope you really enjoyed that demonstration. It was so lovely to see Judy here. And of course, Heidi Marie, welcome, and Pauline. And so it was just great to see these cards put in place, because it always amazes me, even with all the years I've been crafting, is when you see a finished product, it just looks so complicated. But when you see Mary and Cheryl step through, it makes you realise that it is doable with the right tools and the bits and pieces and a little bit of know-how, that we can create our own stunning creations as well. And I really love Cheryl's approach of figuring out what other ways can we use that one die for, because dies can be a bit of an investment. So really that idea of cutting it out, looking at different ways, and then seeing how you can use it, not just by thinking about it, but by actually manipulating it, trying it in different ways, getting some crafting friends together, and then seeing. So, okay. So Cheryl and Mary, are you ready to come back? They're busy just getting all the gilding flakes away. Excellent.
Michelle,
okay.
Have you used the silicone paper before?
I think Mary showed us one of our previous videos.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, so just perhaps give us a bit of an overview. What do you use it for?
On the double-sided tape.
Right, so it creates a backing for the tape, so you can use it in different ways.
It does, but it's also fabulous for putting on your dies before you cut them, so that they come out.
Right.
So it sort of fixes your dies so they don't get too harsh.
Okay.
Just enough.
Yeah.
If you put it that,
but
then it's double-sided.
Yeah.
But you can use your scissors to cut any size, thickness or width of double-sided sticky, and it doesn't stick on your scissors. Sorry.
It's such an inexpensive thing that.
See, if you use
so many
you
different.
Just hold it up that little bit higher, Mary, so we can see. Bit higher.
There.
Yep, that's it.
See, if you use your scissors, it's not going to stick.
Right. Oh, yeah, because sometimes the scissors get quite gummy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the Teflon look. See, if I cut here, see, it will stick.
Yeah. If anyone comes to Bendigo, Michelle, we'll show you.
Yeah. I'm sure you will. Excellent. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us today and having a chat with us and showing your stunning cards and, of course, those gilding flakes. So where is the best place for people to find you?
Well, our website, we're actually at Waverley Baptist Church every Wednesday. Bill and Mary set the entire stall up there. So if ever you need plenty of car parking, but everything's on the website. Craftzone.
We have Wednesdays, Waverley Baptist Church, corner of Lam Road and Waverley Road. Saturdays, it is Beckley Park in Corio, but at the moment they're upgrading the car park. Hopefully in the next few weeks they will open. I will put it on our website when we go back. And Sundays in Akuna Park, market in Berwick. But we're also a phone call away or an email away, craftzoneonline.com.au. Don't confuse us with Craft Online. We are Craftzone Online.
Craftzone.
Because I get a lot of emails that people confuse us. We do sell similar stock. Some of it the same, some of it totally different. We're based in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So
and Faye was just asking, when will you be at Bendigo? And we will all be at Bendigo on the 20th and 21st of March, so 2 weeks away.
Yeah, Faye is going to a retreat this week. Isn't she gone yet?
I don't know. Maybe she's watching there with all of her crafters.
Yes, probably. No, she loves her craft, that's for sure.
Excellent. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us today at Plan C.
All right.
We'll see
Thank
you
you.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Excellent.
Bye.
And crafters, thank you so much for joining us at Plan C, conversations about craft, creativity and connection. So as Mary and Cheryl said, for all of the details, go and check out the Craftzone online website where you can see so many of their products. And of course, Mary has done a whole heap of videos with us over the last 12 months as well. So for all of those details, head over to the website from pictureto-pageandbeyond.com.au, and then you can see all the details of the shows that are coming up, as well as our online and in-person shows. And of course, while you're over there, make sure you're on our email list as well, because you will be the very first ones to know what's coming up, and of course catch all of those replays as well. So thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure you share us with your crafty friends. If you already watch it and think of any questions, pop them in the comments as well, and Cheryl and Mary and Wendy and myself will make sure that we get it along and answer them. So this is Michelle Brown signing off. We hope you have a crafty day.